Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the NRL second qualifying final football review, where the South Sydney Rabbitohs have defeated the Penrith Panthers 16 points to 10 up there at Queensland Country Bank Stadium in Townsville. The Rabbitohs are into another preliminary final. Wayne Bennett's last year as head coach of the Rabbitohs. Adam Reynolds' last season at the Rabbitohs before he heads north to the Broncos. The Bunnies get the week off. They are now into a preliminary final. They will fresh up and get ready and play the winner of the Roosters versus Seagulls. And that means now that the Melbourne Storm cannot play the Panthers in the grand final. Last year's grand final cannot happen this year. It's now impossible to happen. It can happen in the preliminary final because the Panthers will play the winner of the Eels versus Knights game next Saturday night, and the winner of that will obviously play Melbourne in the preliminary final. But guys, let's get into the review. Make sure you guys go ahead and like this video. Comment your thoughts on the Panthers versus Souths qualifying final game in the comment section below. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button as well. What a game of footy. It was a great low-scoring defensive game. The surface was dry. It was just a tough physical game of football. The Bunnies, they won the game on the back of their defense, and they really frustrated the Panthers. They made them second-guess themselves a lot. So let's get into the review. And it all started off very fast for the Bunnies there in the third minute. A penalty to the Rabbitohs. Cameron Murray had the ball ripped off him. Reynolds goes for goal. Souths go out to a 2-0 lead early on. And then in the 8th minute, Nathan Cleary put in one of those massive grubber kicks around the post that he loves to do. It's one of his pet plays. It was a great play. And Paul Momorowski keeps the ball in before it goes over the dead ball line. And Stephen Crichton ends up scoring the try. And Nathan Cleary converts to goal. So Stephen Crichton scores the first try of the game. Panthers go to 6-2 after 8 minutes gone in the game. And then in the 24th minute, Cody Walker goes to Cameron Murray. Cameron Murray goes to Cody Walker. He goes to Blake Taaffe. He gets it on to Dane Gagai. He goes through a gap. He gets the ball back on the inside to Cody Walker. Cody Walker scores for the Bunnies. Reynolds converts to goal. Rabbitohs 8-6. Rabbitohs take the lead over the Panthers. And then in the 28th minute, the Panthers get a penalty. Joy Arrow didn't clear the ruck. Nathan Cleary takes the penalty goal about 30, 40 metres out. He converts it. Scores leveled up at 8 apiece after that. And then in the 34th minute, the Rabbitohs get a penalty because Tavita Pango Jr. ripped the ball out of Tom Burgess' hands. Reynolds takes the penalty goal from 35 metres out. Souths 10 points to 8 lead over the Panthers. And then, with about 15 seconds before half time, the Panthers are just throwing the ball around. Absolute chaos. And then Joy Arrow ends up in an accidental offside position. And then the Panthers get a penalty right on half time. Nathan Cleary converts it from 40 metres out. Half time, scores leveled up at 10-all. It is literally anyone's game. I thought Souths in the first half were the better side, but the Panthers, they threw a bit of razzle-dazzle at the Rabbitohs to keep themselves in the game. Second half, in the 43rd minute, South Sydney started really, really well. Adam Reynolds with a double pump to Blake Taaffe on the right-hand side. Taaffe gets it onto Jackson Paulo. He scores over there in the corner. Reynolds misses the conversion. Rabbitohs 14-10 after 44 minutes gone in the game. 53rd minute. Now, this was a bit ridiculous. Nathan Cleary put up a kick. Keon Koloamatangi is committed to the tackle. He tackles Cleary, and they try to say that it was a late shot, high tackle. It wasn't even a late shot or a high tackle to begin with. So, nothing came off it, but I just thought it was a really bullshit decision because I don't think there was any late shot there at all on Nathan Cleary. Koloamatangi was committed to the tackle, and anyway, so nothing came off it. 63rd minute, Isaiah Yeo gives away a crusher tackle. Reynolds takes another penalty goal. See what I mean? Wayne Bennett sides, penalty goals. They end up getting into leads, and Rabbitohs go to 16-10. About 2 minutes to go, or 3 minutes to go, Nathan Cleary put in a crossfield kick. Crichton missed it. Capewell knocked the ball on. And then, with about a minute to go, Jerome Luai knocks the ball on from the play of the ball. And that's pretty much it. South Sydney hold on. And full time, the Rabbitohs have beaten the Panthers 16 points to 10. up there at Queensland Country Bank Stadium in Townsville. The Rabbitohs are into a preliminary final for the 4th year in a row. But the difference is, every preliminary final the Rabbitohs have made the last couple of years, they've had to do it the hard way. Win the first week, play the second week, and then go out the third week. The difference is the Rabbitohs have the week off. They won the first qualifying final match. They now get the week off. The players will be fresh and they'll be ready to go. The last time the Rabbitohs made a preliminary final after having the week off by winning the first qualifying final game was in 2014. And funny enough, they won the grand final that year. So maybe a bit of history to be made for the Bunnies. But for the Panthers, a little bit disappointing. I thought they were a bit off their game, the Panthers. Obviously, Dylan Edwards and Moses Leota were ruled out. But in saying that, Souths did not have Latrell Mitchell, and Josh Mansell was still out for the Bunnies. So South still had a few players out, just like the Panthers did. But the Bunnies, they get the job done. 16 points to 10. Full credit to the Rabbitohs. Wayne Bennett, defensive teams. Wayne Bennett's just a genius. At this time of year, he knows exactly what he's doing. So full credit to the Bunnies on booking themselves a prelim final. Now, I've got to say, Nathan Cleary's bombs for Blake Taaffe were talked heavily this week in the news, in the media, in the papers and all that. And I've got to say, Blake Taaffe did a terrific job on... He handled Nathan Cleary's bombs really, really well. And I got to say, the Bunnies, I thought they handled everything well, to be honest. I thought what the Panthers threw at South Sydney that they had an answer for. I think, you go back to earlier in the year when the Panthers beat the Rabbitohs by 50 at Dubbo. A few weeks ago when they played and the Panthers beat them, everyone thought that the South had no chance. And you go back to that game, which was in round 23, and the Panthers beat them 25 points to 12. Everyone thought the Rabbitohs had no chance tonight, and the Rabbitohs, they proved everyone wrong. They just played really well. All they did was get an early lead, get in front of Penrith early on, and defend their way to victory. They didn't care if they won 16-10. It didn't matter. Even when Souths were up 8-6, it didn't matter if Souths won 8-6. All they had to do was defend their way to victory. And that's what they did. Wayne Bennett's coaching, brilliant. He played it brilliantly all week. And once again, Wayne Bennett teams go on under the radar. Everyone's been talking about Melbourne, Penrith, Manly. Everyone's forgotten about South Sydney because Latrell Mitchell was out. And Wayne Bennett played it perfectly. So, well done to the Rabbitohs. But we'll go through some of the great players tonight. We'll talk about each player and how I thought they went. We'll start with the Rabbitohs. Like I said, Blake Taaffe at fullback. Thought he was excellent. He had a good game. Alex Johnson was a little bit quiet. Didn't get a whole lot of ball, but I thought he played well. I thought Jackson Paulo had a fairly good game. Thought Dane Gagai was outstanding tonight. Cameron Graham was pretty good in defence. Did a good job on Matt Burton, I thought. Cody Walker was great. Adam Reynolds was outstanding. His kicking game is what won in the game in the end. He was incredible. I thought Mark Nichols and Totola were great in the front row. Damien Cook was okay, but like I've been saying, he needs to do a little bit more for mine. I thought Keon Kalamatangi played well. Silva was okay. Cam Murray was excellent. I thought he had a great game. I thought the Rabbitohs bench did a very good job. Benji Marshall had a good game off the bench. Jacob Host was okay. Tom Burgess was outstanding. Jai Arrow was great. South Sydney's forward pack did a great job in general. As for the Panthers, Stephen Crichton at fullback, I thought he was okay, but attack-wise, probably wasn't the best. Charlie Staines was okay. Brian Toto was good. I thought Momorowski was a bit disappointing. Burton was a bit of a mixed bag. Jerome Luai was very, very quiet. He did not do anything. I've been saying it for a few weeks now. Jerome Luai has been very quiet and needs to step up. And tonight, he did nothing. He was very quiet, I thought. Nathan Cleary, I thought he was solid. Probably could have done a bit more, I thought, Nathan, but he was solid. I thought Eisenhuth was a bit quiet. Fisher Harris was okay, but definitely below his standards. Coruscant was, again, a bit quiet. Liam Martin was quiet. Capewell was okay, I guess. Isaiah Yeo played really well for the Panthers. I thought Kickout did a great job off the bench, a bit like the Gold Coast in the earlier game. Kickout should be starting. I think he was all right, but he should be starting out there for the Panthers. Spencer Leno and Pengo Jr. were okay off the bench, but not the impact that you would have expected. And Mitch Kenny was just blah, I guess. But the Rabbitohs, well done. The Panthers, they will now play next Saturday night against the winner of the Knights and the Eels. Now, everyone will think it's an easy beat. Trust me, it won't be easy. Newcastle and Parramatta are both very physical sides in the middle, so we'll see how they go. But tonight, the Bunnies, they proved everyone wrong. They showed up and they knocked off the Panthers, 16 points to 10 up there at Townsville. So well done to the Bunnies. But my top 3 players on ground from this game tonight. Number 3, I'm going to go with Cameron Murray. I thought he was outstanding. Number 2, I'm going to go with the young fullback, Blake Tafe. And number 1, my man of the match, I'm going to give it to Adam Reynolds. His kicking game tonight was absolutely outstanding. He was absolutely world-class. And if it wasn't for his incredible kicking game, the Rabbitohs wouldn't have won. So Reynolds is my man of the match. Reynolds beats Cleary tonight in the battle of the halfbacks. The Rabbitohs win 16-10. They're off to a prelim. They get the week off. They'll be fresh. And they'll be looking forward to seeing the Roosters and the Seagulls bash each other next week. But guys, that's it for the qualifying final football review between the Panthers and the Rabbitohs. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys at 10:30 for the Nick from Australia Late Night Footy Show.